We have Red Bulls that are like this big.
Okay.
Why would you need that much Red Bull? It's going to give you a heart attack and kill you.
Someone taps my shoulder, hands me 5 Raven notes, and I'm just like, what's this for? And then I put it in my pocket. Of course, if Russia, has success, they will go to Europe. Russian propaganda it crosses borders.
Unfortunately, we have a small voice of these MAGA right-wing conspiracy.
I was bored back home, and
I'm a Gopnik.
You see one here.
I'm the king of Gopniks. They basically do a charity to raise money for firefighters and emergency personnel. Ranchers, cowboys, a lot of outdoor recreation.
Вітаю вас на подкасті від школи англійської мови English Prime. Мене звуть Ed, my name is Ed, and today here with me і сьогодні зі мною...
Добрий день, я Адріель.
And...
Вітаю, я Даніел.
Hello, welcome.
Or Adriel in English.
Okay. So, і так, в нас буде декілька запитань до вас. We have a few questions. I hope you will answer. So,
Try.
Okay, we'll try. So, the first question, where are you from? So, let's start with you.
So I'm from a city called Boise and a state called Idaho in the United States.
All right. Yeah.
I am from San Francisco Bay Area, California.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Home of the Raiders.
Okay, so the USA. And I've heard that different states, they're a little bit different in culture, in structure, in some rules and laws. So can you tell me a little bit more about it? Зараз розглянемо деякі відмінності різних штатів в США.
So it's true. The US is it's kind of like 50 countries in one because of the way that our country was founded. At the beginning, we actually had a different government called the Articles of Confederation. So we were a confederation of states, but that government only lasted 10 years before our current constitution because it didn't work. It was too loose. Like the states had their own money, so it was stupid. But now each state kind of has its own independent spirit. So it depends on where you're from. And I mean, we actually had a state called Texas. That was its own country for I think 12 or 15 years. So every state is different. We all speak English. We have the similar school, education system. We have interstate road system, but we have our own unique identity.
Okay. So what about your state?
So in Idaho, we're like kind of like country. We're a country western state. We have a lot of farmers, a lot of agriculture. We're called the potato state because we have a lot of potatoes. So I tell Ukrainian, mishtat kartople shtat, and they understand. So Idaho is like kind of like the outdoors, Western America, and we have a lot of ranchers, cowboys, a lot of outdoor recreation, beautiful land, rivers, mountains.
Good.
And my city is not very big. It's like in America, very average sized city.
Okay. Do you have such thing like in Ukraine? We really love fried potatoes with onion and.
Yes, and in Idaho, it's very similar to Ukrainian dishes. So I've had a lot of food here that people in Idaho we eat the exact same thing. Okay, here it's maybe a little healthier because it's better grease or cooking oil. But in general, in Idaho, we eat a lot of the same dishes. Actually, we eat a lot of potatoes.
Okay, I do understand it. Yeah, potato is the best. So then, what about you? What about your state?
California, it's a big states, 40-something million people. We're on the West Coast. We have every type of geography like you can imagine, like sunny beaches, cold beaches. I said beaches, like where you?
Yeah, you got it.
We have mountains for skiing. We have deserts.
Like skiing also?
Skiing, you can ski in California, the best
Northern
in the country.
California.
Yeah.
Because when I think about California, that's only sunny weather.
San Diego, Los Angeles, San Jose.
Oh, we got it all. Yeah.
Okay, wow.
What else? Oh yeah, we produce like 80 to 90% of all fruits, vegetables in the country. And
oranges, right?
Oranges, Florida is like the orange capital, but we're second, yeah.
Is there anything special about food or dishes that only there you can find it, you can eat it?
I don't think it's the only place you can find, but the burrito. It's
Taco, nacho, burrito.
yeah, burritos and taco, specifically from taco trucks.
Okay.
The best you'll find outside Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, we like it here also, yeah.
And of course, In-N-Out Burger. If you've been to California, you must come to this place. It's
Okay.
the best in the world.
So burgers and burritos and potatoes.
Don't forget about Dick's Burgers. Okay.
Okay, I did forget about it. I never heard
Dick's
of
Burgers. It's Californian.
it. Never heard. Southern California, maybe.
I don't know. It's
Sorry, Dick's Burgers?
It's called Dick's Burgers. Yeah.
Yeah. From the
It's-
guy, the name Dick.
His name must have been Richard.
Okay. Yeah. I got
But
it.
it's like In-N-Out is bigger, but that's like another. It's like a small chain, but I think it's only in California. I'm pretty sure.
I'll try to remember Dick's Burgers.
Yeah.
But
I want a bag of Dick's.
All right.
I gotta tell you a funny dish though. Now that you talk about funny dishes, we have one called Rocky Mountain oysters. Have you heard of this before?
I know what Rocky Mountains. I know what they are, but I never had them.
It's bull's nuts, bull's testicles.
And there's a
Fried.
big festival in Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
all the bikers and like the Riff Raff Society. Yeah, they come and they.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Tastes good?
I had it one time. So we have the Great Rocky Mountain oyster feed, and it's like they basically do a charity to raise money for firefighters and emergency personnel. And so they have a big feed, and the firefighters and all the EMS and rescue people, they cook the Rocky Mountain oysters. I didn't know what it was actually, so I ate it, and then somebody told me, and I was like, but it was actually good. So
Barbecue sauce.
yeah, you have the
Give me more. Give me two more.
yeah, it's fried, but then you put the sauce on it. So yeah, it was good. I would eat it again. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
I had them in
okay.
Budapest, but that's another story.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was by accident. I thought they were some big beans.
I heard some countries they eat
Yeah.
like balls, dicks or something.
Yeah,
Balls,
everything. The whole animal.
Yeah.
The truth is, there's all sorts of societies where they eat everything because they don't want to waste it. Like in Mexico or even in California, they have cow brain soup,
Yeah.
or cow intestines soup. Yeah.
Interesting.
Or cow tongue.
Yeah. You know, in Ukraine we eat cow tongue, so that's
Yeah, you guys do too. Yeah, that's right, actually.
and for us it's okay. But if you imagine it's the tongue of a cow, what? Why
Just don't
would
imagine
you?
it, don't think
Why
about
would
it.
you eat it? Отже, переходимо до наступного запитання. Як же ж наші любі носії потрапили до нас в школу? Edwell, how did you end up here? I mean, in English Prime, speaking with students.
So last year I left the military and I kind of was bored. I didn't really have anything to do, and so I needed to get a job, stay busy, so I could stay out of trouble. And I found out about English Prime from a former student. I met her at a speaking club on the other side of the river, and she basically told me, "Oh, I think they hire native speakers to go and help talk to the students, like because she was part of English Prime. She graduated." So I inquired on the website. I texted somebody. I got a hold of, I believe, Diana, and we had an interview. And I started working, and it was a pretty chill job. I liked it. I like talking to people. I'm good at communication skills, and I like meeting new people. So it was fun, and I've been here since then. So
Okay. You said the other side of the river, so you consider yourself being this side of the river?
oh no, yeah, this side. So the other side, I had went to a speaking club, but I don't like going to the other side. I think there's only one Kyiv. I think it's on this side. So I try not to go to the other side. I try to stay on this side. Okay.
Okay, so Levy Bereg is not okay.
Is the left bank Kyiv?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm neutral. I have no
In
opinion on
between,
this.
on the bridge, on the fence.
On the fence. Okay.
Okay. So, and how did you end up here being in English Prime?
Being an English Prime. Oh, long story to get there. Ukraine or English Prime?
Okay, can say about Ukraine and then about English Prime.
Yeah. Let's see. I was always curious about this part of the world. I took a course in Russian language university. I failed it. But it was really hard and
Good for
really
you.
badly taught. But that's kind of where, I have an inspiration because my ancestral past comes from this land. And what, 2000? No. Oh, I saw a film, early 2000s, I think. It has, what's his name? Elijah Wood. Do you know this film?
Yeah, you told about the film, and I immediately said about this film.
Everything is illuminated.
Yeah, right.
In English. It's a funny movie. It's a heartfelt movie, and it had a lasting, good feeling. The funny thing is, all the characters in this movie are very cliche,
Yeah. More like a Soviet ones rather than Ukrainian.
Or like 90s post-Soviet, and the Hopniks and kind of criminal elements people. But I love this movie. I love all the characters, and it made me want to visit this country.
Okay. So, and exactly in English Prime School?
English Prime? How did I get to English Prime? That's a good question. I don't remember. An acquaintance told me about it.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So, do you like it here?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
It's great. I love the way that it's alternative to other English schools. They do things differently, and I like the way they mix it up.
Okay.
It's good, yeah.
Good. So you told about Gopniks. Have you ever met once here?
I went Gopnik hunting a while ago, and I couldn't find. I was really disappointed. I guess it's kind of how to say it, like an endangered culture.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know, but
not sure.
If anybody's watching from Western countries, there's no Gopniks here. In Kiev.
Okay.
At least that I see. Maybe if you go to some smaller towns.
I'm a Gopnik.
You see one here.
I'm the king of Gopniks. Okay.
Have you met other ones?
I went to Troyeshna for English Prime actually, and I was asking Ukrainians where the Gopniks were. I said, "They Gopnik," and they said no. And so I didn't find any. So I was disappointed. I made a TikTok, but I was very disappointed because I wanted to meet one. So now I am a Gopnik.
Yes, it's very sad.
See?
Okay.
A small-time thug, a small-time criminal.
All right. You cannot find one, so you become one.
I perfected the Slav squat.
How would you translate it into English?
It's like a small thug, small-time thug.
There's no translation because it's unique to Ukraine.
So Gopnik is
like
Gopnik.
How do you translate white trash in America or chav in UK? It's like it's a particular subculture that has no translation.
Okay. Swag?
But I guess the most similar people to Hopniks would be chav in UK. Yeah.
All right.
Do you know this?
No, I don't.
Okay. Look it up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, we go on. Ми продовжуємо з нашими запитаннями. Тож, зараз ми поцікавимося, як наші носії вперше почали цікавитись Україною або дослідженням України. So, when did you first started to get interested in visiting Ukraine, get to know more about Ukraine?
So I knew about Ukraine before I came here, but just as a post-Soviet state. So I remember 2 years ago when the war started, I remember hearing in the news that President Zelensky was asking for foreigners to come help in the Foreign Legion. So I just felt the urge to come and join because I believe in such causes. So I didn't know a lot about Ukraine, but I figured, if they needed help, it seemed like a pretty normal country, democracy. And I knew that Russia was obviously who they are. I already knew. And so I just said, fuck it. And I remember getting a ticket. I had to get another passport because I had lost mine and it was expired. So I had to go to Washington, D.C. and then fly from there. And I contacted the Legion. They told me where to go. So, yeah, it was just kind of a quick reaction, just a quick decision. And I don't regret it. So it's been an interesting journey. It's been tough at times, but I made a good choice, I think.
Oh, okay. Happy to hear that. So, Dan, what about you?
Sorry, the question, Ken?
Yeah. So when first you started to get interested?
I guess when I really made this decision was 2013, 2014 during all the, events in Maidan.
So long time ago.
Yeah. I didn't know really what was going on. I just had the CNN version. But when I watched documentaries on YouTube, it gave me a really, a good focus on what's happening. And it was, I said, I need to go to Kiev. Not as a journalist, really, but as like observer.
All right. Okay.
And I was bored back home, and I just, something is happening in the world, I want to see it. And I want to know more about it and understand it.
Okay. And what were you doing at the time at home? So, as an occupation?
2013, I was a teacher. Yes.
What did you teach?
Special ed. This means kids who have mental disabilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So interesting. And why are you still here? So what?
Good question.
You ask yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why am I still here? To tell the truth, I had a relationship with a girl.
Okay. Good reason.
Yeah, there was a reason to stay. But not just that. I really love this city. I think this is the coolest city in the world, really. And I had made friends. I had a new life here. It was my adopted home. Nice. The relationship didn't last, but I still was in love with this country and this city.
It's a new relationship.
Yeah.
World, but
it's
with the country.
I go back home sometimes, and my heart is crying to come back.
Okay. Also happy to hear that.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a question for you. Special question for you. How do you pronounce the name of the capital of Ukraine?
Oh,
okay. I know a few ways, but I'm not sure which one's right.
Okay, let's find out.
Wait, hold on. I know the right way.
I know you know. So.
What?
That's why I'm not asking you, because you know the right answer. Okay, let's do it like this. You try, and you will judge. Is it right or not? Okay?
Okay, let's see. I say Kyiv. I know there's also Kiev, and then that's the very like American way. There's Kyiv, and maybe, or like Kyiv.
Oh, interesting.
Something like that. But I can't do it right. But it's the best I can do.
Okay. So, what do we say?
Kyiv. But for English Americans, it's just Kyiv. Kyiv. As long as, because Kiev is Russian. So I try to educate my fellow Americans that don't say Kiev. Because even now, one of my British friends, James, he's been here for 9 years and he still says Kiev, and it drives me crazy.
I never say that.
It's the Russian version.
Yeah.
Kyiv.
What do you think of just Kyiv?
Kyiv is okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
In English,
Yeah.
It's passable.
Kyiv.
Just not Kiev, and everything
I don't say
other
Kiev.
is all right.
Mom
Yeah,
says
as long as you
Kiev.
say it sounds like Keev in English, it's fine.
Окей. Зараз ми запитаємо про відношення рідної країни до України. So, what is your home country's attitude towards Ukraine?
We support Ukraine. I mean, everybody understands in America that Ukraine is a democracy. They were attacked. It was an unjust war. Unfortunately, we have a small voice of these MAGA right-wing conspiracy people that think something about biolabs and Zelensky's laptop, or Hunter Biden's laptop, Zelensky, blah, blah, blah. So it's unfortunate, but most Americans do support Ukraine. It's just Americans don't want to see more war because we had a long war in Afghanistan and Iraq. So they just support through materials and weapons and stuff like this. But most Americans support Ukraine, for sure. It's just you see on media, unfortunately, because of propaganda and disinformation, especially from Russia, you'll see this narrative of Americans are tired of the war, tax money, and it's stupid. So it's just propaganda. That's all it is. So most Americans do support Ukraine.
Okay. Agree?
Pretty much agree. I think if you get your information right, most likely you support Ukraine and you supporting them. Just giving them what they need to get the occupiers out. But Russian propaganda it crosses borders, and I think Elon Musk and Donald Trump are the surrogates for this kind of disinformation, and it's really effective. Sadly, it works really well. A chunk of America is either anti-Ukraine or just says, just glossing over the problem,
Okay. How do you find reliable sources of information for yourself that you can say that they're checked, I can trust them?
I watch both reliable and, kind of, not propaganda, but the news that kind of gives you the motivation. So it's hard to say. I think Telegram channels for me is the best because you have access to sources on the ground. You have mill bloggers. You have a very neutral, balanced journalist, and it doesn't need advertisers. On TV, it's mixed. Like CNN, actually think they did a really good job during the first few months. But unfortunately, it's in the back pages of news, mainstream news, Ukraine. But Ukraine it still should be the headlines because this is, whoever is the victor in Ukraine, it will be Ukraine, but it will set the path for what happens across the globe. And of course, if Russia, has success, they will go to Europe next. European countries know this.
Okay.
But some of them are just too, some politicians are too cowardly to step up. That's my opinion.
I guess we have the same opinion.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. All right.
Yeah.
Do you support this?
Yeah, no, it's exactly correct. It's just, we all know the truth. There's a right and wrong. There's facts and there's lies. And for here, there's no real gray area in terms of Russian aggression and the invasion and the war crimes they've committed. It's all documented. So they will have to be served justice eventually because you can't just go around and do that. And so if you don't support Ukraine, then I don't understand what you do support. So I just don't talk to those type of people. And I told my friends and family my stance about the war. And so they understand me fully well. So I won't change that. It doesn't matter. Ukraine has corruption, right? But that doesn't mean they deserve to be invaded. So,
yeah. I recommend Jake Broe. He's my favorite.
All right. Jake Broe.
Jake, Broe.
I mean, there's a lot of good
He's the
sources
best.
on Twitter still. You just have to work your algorithm. So my algorithm for all my social media
Mhm.
is very good. If
Okay.
it's something I see it's suspicious, I immediately get rid of it. So I get a lot of good news on the Telegram, social media. I have many websites in English original all
Mhm.
over the world. So I try to, like, I have a good word for English for you. I have a plethora of sources. Okay,
Right,
plethora of good
That's a
sources.
great word.
Word of the day.
Very much, very
Yeah,
big amount.
You can't
Yeah.
watch only one source.
Mm-mm.
You gotta spread it out.
Okay, but not Russian propaganda, right?
No.
I mean,
God. RT News.
Sometimes I watch highlights just to laugh at them.
Yeah.
Like Sternenko, he's
Okay, so you
Yeah.
donate for Rusarís.
yeah.
Okay. Запитаємо про гостинність українську. So how do you feel about hospitality and the people you've met here in Ukraine?
So it's been a very hospitable country. I can think of a word in America. We have Southern hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. And so people here have been very nice to me and treated me really nice. And they've helped me out, getting like apartments, help me out with transportation. People have given me a lot of food, bought me food, even sometimes given me money.
Yeah.
And so, because when I was in the military, obviously I spent a lot of my own money, so I
Mhm.
was broke.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need better gear, and so people here are really cool like that. They're really nice, and I really appreciate it. It makes me feel more at home, so I
Mhm.
don't feel like I'm in some weird country.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was in Afghanistan, I felt kind of like I was in a strange country, but here, I've been here for over 2 years, and I just don't feel like I have my own apartment. I live near Dorohojici, and I just, I feel normal. I don't feel like I'm in some weird country.
Mm-hmm.
And now I speak Ukrainian a little bit, so it's not like I hear a bunch of strange people speaking. They're either speaking Ukrainian or Russian or sometimes English. So
Mhm.
it's normal.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, and now I want to mention I can tell the difference between Ukrainian and Russian.
Uh-huh.
Finally,
Okay.
after years and years, really good. People are very hospitable here. I from all over the map of Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And what cities have you visited?
I've been
Like,
to
name a few.
many cities. Can I tell a short story or is
Yeah.
it too long?
Let me. Yeah, sure.
Okay. When I got to Chop is on the border of Hungary. And like many times when I cross the border, I forget about the time change.
Uh-huh.
And I miss the train to Lviv,
All right.
like many times. And it's dark, it's deserted there at the Chop train station. And this lovely babushka, she's lovely, but she's kind of like, very, not angry, but she's frustrated with me because I missed the train. It shouldn't bother her, but anyway, she helps me get a new tickets, put the tickets for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't speak English, of course, but we're getting by. And then she just feels bad for me. She was like a disappointed mother,
Mm-hmm.
and she takes me to her son's apartments,
Mm-hmm.
and we're eating borscht and perichka.
Гречка?
No, perichka. Those doughy things with
Pelmeni.
the meat inside.
Pelmeni.
No. Perichka.
Перепічка.
Something like this.
Oh, all right.
Okay. And anyway, yeah, they're just so lovely, and they let me spend the nights, and it was just the most amazing surprise impromptu hospitality
Nice.
I've ever had.
All right.
Just one example of many, yeah.
Okay.
So it's great.
Окей. Тож, наступне запитання. Чого немає в рідній країні, але є в Україні? So, the question is, what can you see here, can you meet here, what you do not have in your own country?
Like I'd say public transport, especially in Kyiv, because you guys have pretty good metro.
Mm-hmm.
You have the electrichka, you have regular bus, trolley bus, tram. It's not the best public transport in Europe, obviously, but it's still better than my hometown. We have like a bus, and the bus hours kind of suck, and the routes are kind of shitty. So people here complain about marshutka and some of these other things, but honestly, the public transport here is pretty good and it's pretty cheap. So it gives people the opportunity to get somewhere, right? For not having to spend a lot of money, because having a car is expensive. So I do think it's good, and in the future, the government needs to keep working on it and improving public transport, because in a big city, you need it.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. Public transport is so much better than what we have.
Do you like marshutkas?
I don't love it.
Na zupinci.
My first experience in marshrutka was terrible because I didn't understand the system, and I was I get in the marshrutka, someone taps my shoulder, hands me a 5 hryvnia note, and I'm just like, what's this for? And then I put it in my pocket, and I didn't know it was supposed to go to the driver. I understand the system as I watch passengers, and then I just feel so embarrassed. And then I stole the money.
So you got out of marshrutka
without paying my fare or this person's fare. Yeah, it was horrible.
Okay.
But I love marshrutka. I don't love it, but I love how you can get anywhere in the city, and it's not possible in my home.
All right.
You need a car.
Yeah, I mean, marshrutka, I think eventually they need to get rid of it. It's not aesthetically pleasing, and it's bad for the environment, but it's very convenient, and it's very reliable in terms of when the air alarm is happening, it's the only one that works above ground. So marshutci, це завжди працюють.
Oh, and coffee. There's coffee everywhere in this city, and all hours of the day.
Coffee addiction. Ukrainians are addicted to coffee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
I have no idea.
Kyiv and Lviv, they are addicted the most.
Beautiful coffee, like really,
Yeah, it's
really
good.
good quality, and
Tastes good.
yeah, in San Francisco Bay Area, not many options. Starbucks and a few others, and they all close at 6.
McDonald's.
Oh, like really?
6 p.m. There's no more
Okay.
coffee. You have to make it home.
Oh.
You go to the gas unless you want gas station coffee.
You do not.
7-Eleven's pretty good.
Oh yeah, 7-Eleven. Okay, 7-Eleven's, but most gas station coffee sucks.
Oh, right.
7-Eleven,
Yeah,
you can get a coffee cup like this size, like a liter coffee.
Yep, soda or coffee cup that's triple XL.
Okay.
Place of excess.
It's American. Yeah.
Okay. Тож, маршрутки і кава. Певні...
Kava. It's very important.
Yeah. Зараз трошечки поговоримо про розміри. So you mentioned about the size of the cup, and I know it's different. So what do you think? Why is it different? Why Americans like everything big?
Because Americans just live in excess. We have too much money and time on our hands, and we just waste it on stupid stuff. So it's an addiction. We're addicted to sugar or fast food or even, coffee, but we can be addicted as in, instead of drinking 3 small cups a day, we drink 1 giant cup. So Americans don't have good self-control when it comes to food and drinks. And it's kind of sad because a lot of countries people are starving. And so, you don't need that much. So it's like energy drinks too. There's sizes of energy drinks, Red Bulls, that you guys don't have in this country. We have Red Bulls that are like this big.
Okay.
Why would you need that much Red Bull? It's going to give you a heart attack and kill you. It's crazy.
But we don't have Revo in America. They banned them.
Oh yeah, because we had this one called Four Locos. It actually had originally caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol. The original recipe, and a bunch of teenagers, they died from drinking too much. They overdosed and died. It's American.
Do you drink energy drinks?
Not anymore. I'm too old for them. My heart, I can't. So I used to drink sugar-free Red Bull, but now I'm just coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm too old for the freaking energy drink. That shit is bad for you. It's pure poison. Don't drink it.
Не пийте. Don't drink.
No.
But Revo's okay.
Revo.
Because it has alcohol.
Okay. Have you heard about such thing as mivina?
Mivina?
Mivina.
Wait.
You know, what is mivina?
No, I might have, but I probably forgot. What is it?
Okay, it's part of our culture. It's mostly food of students. So it's...
Like grechka?
Not like grechka. It's mostly like not spaghetti, but noodles that's they are dried,
yes.
and you mix them with water.
Yes,
and
we have
boil up.
something basically the same.
Like instant ramen.
We have
Yeah,
instant
instant
noodles.
ramen. Yeah, instant noodles.
Yes, like poor. It's either in America it's poor people food or college student food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the same here.
yeah, we do have it. We do have it.
All right. Окей. So, у нас є щось спільне, і це мівінка. Отже, наступне запитання, що б ви привезли з України? Свою рідну країну або навпаки? So, the question is, what would you take from Ukraine to your native country and vice versa? So, what would you bring here to Ukraine?
I would take to Ukraine beautiful women. That's true. If I ever have like a girlfriend or a wife, I would bring her back, but she could come back here too. She wouldn't be trapped there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of American women, to be honest. Their attitudes and stuff like that. But Ukrainian women are better for dating and relationships. So it's true. All the foreign guys here, Americans here who come here, they like Ukrainian women.
Yeah.
They'll never go back to America, I promise. So
I know.
But from America to here, I would say better roads and better infrastructure. So the roads here suck. Yeah. And the driving, the traffic patterns, the drivers, so I like driving in the US, but here I don't really like driving. So I've driven on the front lines and in Kyiv.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather take the metro or marshrutka. Okay?
That's why you like metro and marshrutka.
Yeah, because I just sit on my ass and somebody else drives for me. And it's cheap.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So do you have the same experience or?
Перепічка.
Перепічка.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried Kyiv перепічка? That's
Yes.
Хрещатик. Okay.
It's the first thing I tasted when I got to
Alright.
Kyiv.
Okay. Is it
First recommendation.
okay? Do you like it? Is it good?
It's a bit cringe, but I like it.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
So it's like
It's a hot dog in a sweet, starchy bun.
Okay, I know. I've had that before.
Yeah.
It's at the small shops.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that stuff. I like the street food here is pretty good. It's not super unhealthy either, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, Ukrainians think everything is fast food or junk food, but come on. Let's be honest. Let's go to America, and then you can tell me what junk food
All
is.
right. All right.
There's not much really, really bad food in Ukraine, to be honest. It's hard to really find really bad food here, like for your body and health.
Yeah, because all the products are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true.
Here. And what would you bring here?
Oh, taqueria.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
It's like a Mexican fast food.
Okay.
Yep.
And In-N-Out burger.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes.
Отже, перевіримо знання англійської наших друзів. Запитаємо деякі минулі форми. So, we have a challenge here. So, we check your English knowledge. All right. And I'll tell you the first form of the verb, and you tell me the second and the third. So, we'll start with you. The word is sick.
Sick?
Yeah.
Sick.
So what's the past form? Sick. Шукати.
Was sick? Was sick?
No, not sick like ill, but like sick to try to find something.
We're speaking Ukrainian.
Seek.
Yeah,
Seek.
like it's a C.
Yeah, seek.
I say sick.
Yeah, you said sick. Seek.
The
Okay,
Ukrainian
sorry.
words, not English words.
English one.
Yeah, seek. Seek, sought. Seek, sought, and sought.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, the third form is also sought.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, seek, sought, sought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use it in your everyday speech?
Seek? No, that's not I don't use that. I'm trying to think of the last time. We say I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I was searching for. Seek is more like, what would you, like, police, dogs, something like this. They were seeking something.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Seeking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. Oh, you can seek help, right?
Yeah, seek help. I need to seek help, but we also would
Seek
say...
to look for something.
Yeah. We'd say I need help. So seek is one of those where it's not used a lot, actually, but we do use it, though. It's not not used, but it's not used as much as the other ways to say the same type of sentence and meaning.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then for you, the word cling.
Cling. Ooh, okay. Clinged.
Okay.
Klang.
So, actually, there are variants. There are
Yeah,
variations.
this one is the cling, clung,
Yeah.
clang.
Clung.
Yeah,
Cling.
clang,
Clung, clung.
clung, but there's also a third, there's a second variation with form 3 or no? Okay, this one, okay. It's not that. Sometimes they have different variations because of actually British versus American.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good word, especially for ex-girlfriends.
Yes, Ukrainian women can be very clingy.
All women can be very clingy. It's international.
All right. So, у нас є щось спільне. Okay, so the next one is forsake.
Forsake?
Yeah, forsake.
Okay, forsake. What is that one? Forsake, forsaken?
Yeah, forsaken.
Forsaken, and
Forsaken is the third form.
oh, it's forsaken, or no?
What do you think?
Wait. Forsaken, forsuken. Is it forsuken or no?
You're close. What do you think?
Forsook.
Yeah, you got it.
Forsake.
Never said that in my life.
So say it again. Forsake, forsook,
Forsaken.
forsaken.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've read that in a 200-year-old
I was thinking
British
about that.
novel,
Yeah, that's
but
see, because that's an old. That's British.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or that song by Chop Suey.
Uh-huh.
Why have you forsaken me?
System of the Down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forsaken is what would we say now in modern English? I'm trying to think. I put like spite. Forsaken is you either forsake somebody or something for you it's bad. Something like bad luck or something. So we don't say like that's more like British.
All right.
Old English.
Okay. So then the last one, I guess, also widely used. Slink.
Sling?
Slink, yeah.
No, wait, sling? Like throw?
Slink. K.
K.
Slink. Like
S-L-I-N-K.
what's how we would use this? Like something about movement?
Yeah, like you.
Slink. See, this is another British one, I think.
All right.
Yeah, so slink
Yeah,
is like
Americans never say this word.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then forget it. So guess the forms.
Wait.
What is
Slink.
slunk
slunk? Yeah.
and
that's-
slank?
Slunk.
Or slunken.
Slunk, and so also slinked is okay. Let's speak about another topic. Зараз ми продовжуємо наш челендж, але ми вже міняємо траєкторію з англійської на українську. So we have some English words that are widely mispronounced by Ukrainians, and so your task is to guess what the word is. And I guess you're more experienced in this game, so we'll start with Dan. The first word is сокіабле.
Сокіабле,
Це правильно? Сукіобле.
What do you think it is? So it's an English word, but mispronounced.
This is an English word.
This is an English word.
I can repeat it one more time.
Сокіабле.
I remember it, but I don't remember if I can remember what it means. I'm trying to think.
So the thing
Yeah.
is, people do not know how to read it, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
like read it letter by letter.
I have to. Okay.
S-O-C Soki E
Oh, soccer?
No
No.
Able A-B-L
Soccer blue. Soccer blue.
Say S-O-C-A.
Uh-huh.
Sociable.
Right.
Sociable, yeah.
Sociable.
Sociable. He is a very sociable person.
That's correct.
Yes, I remember
So-
this one.
There's a French curse. It's soccer blue.
Yeah.
That's close.
You were very close.
It's okay.
Okay, so the next one, principle is the same. Language.
Language.
Oh, okay.
That's easy.
All right. Bikukle.
Bicycle.
Yeah, bicycle.
Yep. Oh god, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever heard somebody. That's crazy.
Okay, the next you've heard for sure. Cucumber.
Yep. Cucumber.
It almost sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one, I'm not sure myself what it is. Okay. Doubt. Sorry. Doubter.
Doubter?
Daughter.
Oh, no. Daughter.
You said...
I said doubter, like he doubts me.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
daughter.
would be
Okay, makes
Doubt
sense.
her.
Say it again, though, the wrong way.
doubt her.
Oh, yeah, daughter. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Donka.
Okay. Gargeus.
Gargoyle?
It's Gargeus.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I like
She's
that
very
pronunciation better.
gorgeous.
You like it better.
Mhm.
Okay, Gargeus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Gargeus. And very close one. Luchari.
Say it again.
Luchari.
Luxury.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, luxury.
Luxury.
Also a nice sound.
Because the like...
Okay.
So do Ukrainians really say lukhari?
Yeah, when they learn the words.
Ironically or?
No, they do not know how to pronounce it.
It just, they're saying it as they see it. It's normal. It's the same when I say some words in
It's
Ukrainian.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay, so we have a few more, and the next one is Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, that's simple.
Четвер.
Четвер. Okay. Advanced.
Advanced.
Okay, you're professional on this one. So it's like the level of English, advanced. And the last one, husband.
Oh, come on. He knows this.
Husband?
Husband, yeah? Okay.
But who? Yeah, it makes sense. Husband.
Okay. Отже, ми вивчили нову pronunciation of these words, і зараз повчимо наших друзів новим українським словам. So I'll have new Ukrainian words for you, so we'll learn it. And the first one sounds like smereka. Smereka. Do you know what is smereka?
Smereka?
Yeah.
This is an actual word in Ukrainian.
This is an actual Ukrainian word.
Smereka?
Have you
Can
heard?
you put it into a sentence?
Смереки ростуть на горах. Висока смерека. Зелена смерека.
Green something.
Green something. You know
A
the
fruit.
word.
It's a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a tree.
Ah, a tree?
Yeah,
It's a type of tree.
it's type of tree.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I wouldn't know any type of trees.
Maybe
Right.
what is it? Cicada. I don't know. An oak tree, pine tree.
Pine tree, yeah.
Oh, it's a pine tree?
It's a pine tree.
Oh, I guessed.
Okay. So pronounce after me. Смерека.
Smereka.
Смерека.
Smereka.
Okay, so make up a sentence with the word смерека.
Я бачу смерека там.
Okay, your turn.
Щодня я люблю бігати на парку Смерека. Or something.
Okay, good. І ще одне слово. So the next word is lehit.
Again?
Lehit.
Lechid.
Lehit.
Lechid.
Yeah.
Lechid. Something to do with weight. Light. It's like something about weight. Or is
Kind of. That's, but not the exact meaning.
something about being light?
Yeah, it's connected with weather.
Oh,
With weather?
Yeah.
Light weather? Or like good weather?
It's a type of wind. Wind.
Oh, light wind.
Breeze?
Light wind.
Ah,
Yeah.
breeze. Yeah, breeze.
Yeah.
Like a summer breeze.
Yeah, like smooth and pleasant
Yeah.
wind.
Okay, good. So how do you say it again?
Lehit.
Lechid. Yeah.
Pronounce after me. Lehit.
Lechid.
Lehit.
Lechid. Lechid.
Lechid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So try to make up a sentence. So it's a noun.
Сьогодні дуже краса лехід.
Okay.
Мені подобається лехід
All right.
сьогодні.
Good job. So two more words. That was smereka, lehit.
Лехід.
Смерека лехід.
Okay. Отже, на цьому все. Дуже дякую вам за перегляд. Залишайте в коментарях, що найбільше вам сподобалось з цього випуску, або що ви б хотіли дізнатись у наступних. І найбільш залайканий коментар отримує 50% знижки на один рівень навчання офлайн або онлайн в нашій школі. На цьому все. Goodbye, па-па, пока.
Папа.
Па-па.
До побачення. Гарного дня.